All right, welcome back, you guys. So my name is Angelo. If you're new to the channel, I basically do a tattoo and then I voice over it and kind of say like what I'm using or the shading and all of this and that, the inks, you know, whatever. But if you're a returning subscriber, I'm in my zone right now. I'm in the tattoo zone. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Thank you guys for coming back. First, if you guys could like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. And then if you want to ask some questions, you know, about what I like to use on certain things and and my voltage, all this and that, go ahead and put a comment down below. I'll try to answer as much as I can. And in this video, we're going to be tattooing my boy Luis. Luis, if you're watching this, thanks for coming through again, bro. So for this session, we did a cherub holding a lantern, and then we did a candle that was blown out, and basically like even when it gets dark, keep the light of the candle as in faith, keep it going. Thank you guys. All right, let's get to, oh, and then also I tattooed a chest piece on the other side. All right, boom. Alright, so first let's start off with the kind of ink I use. I use dynamic black, and the drop system that I'm using in this video, my first two caps are solid black, then my second cap is filled half black, and then 25%, and then just the bottom cap will be filled on the next one. And then, or maybe, sorry, I switched my drop systems a lot. So this one, I want to say it was 7 drops, 3 drops, and then 1 drop. Yeah, that's right. And then for the rest of it, I dilute it all with water. So right here, you know, we were talking about like how we wanted to like lay out the piece, and he gave me ideas, and we kind of like, I kind of like took them and kind of was like, you know, maybe we should kind of do this or this. And he was like, yeah, I like this, but maybe we should do this. And, you know, you want to make sure you talk to your client and have a fair understanding. And don't be afraid to be like, hey, bro, let's do this, but maybe we shouldn't do this because of this. And then, you know, it'll help kind of, you know, understand the piece. And you know, let your client tell you or suggest to your client, hey bro, if you don't like this, let's go ahead and, you know, let me know what you want, obviously. But yeah, anyways, so for the needles that we're using, we're gonna be using a 5 liner, a 7 liner, a 13 curve mag, a 7 mag, a 17, a 23 curve mag, and then I want to say a 27. But so what we decided on doing, so we decided to do man, I got my bad, my phone's ringing. Here, put it over there. I'm trying to get down. I got Anthony calling me. Anthony is the guy that's been working on the shop. That's my brother. He's calling me, probably talking about some shop stuff.
What the fuck do you want?
Oh, but anyways, all right, so now let's get to this video. So what I'm starting first, I'm doing solid black for the background of this candle. So basically I'm doing more darker for the candle, like the background of it, because it's gonna help it pop out a little more. So you can see right here, I'm using the 17 curve mag, and I'm just kind of, you know, taking my time and kind of just trying to get it as dark as possible, but not overdoing it. And basically like pretty high contrast on it. This, what we did, it was a 2-day session. So the first day we did the candle, and then we did the angel. I don't think we ended up outlining the top of the angel. But for this part, you can see that I'm doing high contrast on the shading for the smoke on it. And I put a little bit of clouds in there too, so it doesn't just look completely black. I put like a little bit of extra clouds in there too. And now we're using the 7 curve mag. And you guys can see every time like I usually tattoo, I try to stretch out the skin as much as possible. So right here, I'm using these 2 fingers to stretch out where I'm about to tattoo, like you see, like I was getting ready. And then I get this part and stretch it out also. And then I just try to saturate the skin like that. So yeah, that's the 7 mag. And I want to say the drops that I was using right there, I wanted to keep it a little lighter. So that one was about like the 7 drop that I was using. And just kind of like saturating it in there. Oh, that was a hard word. And then it looks dark when you really saturate the skin with the 7 drop. But once it heals, it will heal a little lighter. So you know, sometimes you just gotta be like very trust your drop system, and when it comes back, you know, you'll see it healed, and then that's a good thing to be like, okay, you know, maybe we could touch up this or this or this. But the more you get used to your drop system, the more easier it will be to kind of just learn, you know. So now right here we're using the smoke. With the smoke, I wanted to still keep the background dark, but the actual smoke area just a little bit lighter. And for most of this, I want to say I used the 7 mag, and I probably went in with some liner too. So yeah, you can see the candle, how much we got done on the candle. For more of the other side of that candle, we used probably like the half black, but that one I kind of went a little bit lighter, not trying to really saturate the skin. And then for this smoke, I thought it would be cool to kind of come under the cherub, like going like this way from it, just so it doesn't, like I said, you know, give it too much empty black gaps in there. And then I kind of played around with like the 7 mag and then like the 13, and kind of just went back and forth with those, just kind of saturated that part of it. This was a fun piece just to kind of like study, like, you know, smoke, because every time like you usually tattoo smoke, it's pretty different. So it's kind of fun to just like, you know, you could probably do like a 1,000 stencils of smoke, but everyone is like different, like every different tone and shading. It just always like smoke is so like wherever. Like I draw on a lot of smoke, but that smoke is different than this kind of smoke. That smoke is just like lines and whips. This is more like actual, like more realistic smoke. So it was fun. And now we're starting like some of the cherub too. So now we're doing like some of the feet, and just more like, I like to tattoo like a typewriter, I guess, like start from the bottom and go up. The reason I start from the bottom is because if I start from the top, I'm like already all on my stencil, and it could be smearing and all this and that. And you don't want that. So if you start from the bottom and then kind of go up, it's less room to like losing your stencil or whatever. But like, I have a lot of buddies that what they like to do is that they'll just outline the whole thing first and then like spray with like Bactine. I don't know if you guys use Bactine. Bactine, it like helps with like the redness and the swellings. It has a little bit of lidocaine in it. I think like 3%, 4% lidocaine. And it just, you know, it calms down the skin and all this and that. I use lidocaine too. I like using it. I mean, Bactine. So right here, now we're using the 5 liner, and I'm just kind of sketching in some pieces, and then I'll go back in and then do like more like the solidness, like solid blacks or like solid shapes. You guys can see the lantern right there. That's a piece that we previously did. And then I went into that and I touched up some of that too. Yeah, so on the other side we did like 2 cherubs. One was holding a money bag, and then the other one was holding like a money like stack, and then there was a dove above that, or it was like right here. So then we decided to do this, and then he had a little gap, so we did the why do I keep blanking on the chess piece? We did the king chess piece. So now we're doing the lantern, and the lantern I wanted to keep it more like solid, like kind of like help it stick out a little more. So we did like around the lantern, like more of a darker like border of it, and then we kept like the actual inner like fairly light. Then now with the smoke, you can see kind of like the motion that I was trying to give it. I try to, in a lot of my pieces, give it like a lot of like, I try not to keep them so stagnant. Like if I could put like some width lines just to give it some motion, I'll try to do that. Like for instance, in this piece, if you look towards the candle, there was some lines, some width lines that gave it that way to kind of go. And then we added some more clouds above right here too. Just like some more, just to help that angel pop out a little more. And then I want to say I'm using the 13 mag and just kind of, just kind of shading out. And then some of you guys ask what I like to use as a machine. I'm using the Zion right now, and with the Zion I have like disposable grips for it, and then I also use the Stencil wrap, and I just wrap the whole disposable grip with it. And then I also have 2 battery packs. That one came with the Zion. I think I bought a 2-pack with it, and then I accidentally threw one away. Well, I'm pretty sure I threw one away. I'm missing one. I'm positive I threw it away. But the other one is like an Amazon machine thing, like a wireless one. And that one, I like using that one too. So I just go back and forth with those. Like if one dies, I'll put on the other one, charge it, go like that. So now right here, we're doing the 5-liner again, and just like, so we were getting ready to end this session because he was gonna come in the next day. So what I decided to do, I was like, okay, bro, so like I'm gonna do like more background shading, but then I'm gonna outline that top of the head, like basically in the ditch, and then the next time you come in, then we'll do the second session on that. So I saw like in the last one, like we had some smoke kind of coming around, so I decided, to add that to that. And the cartridges that I use, I don't think I mentioned it. Right now I'm using Cheyenne. I like using different cartridges. Like I use DaVinci, T-Tech, Quadrant, Imela. I think that's how you say it. Cheyenne. I've used a lot of different ones. I know there's more. Atlas. I've used that before. So right now I'm just kind of free-handing some smoke. You guys can see the last piece that we did right there, more to the right. It's like a cherub. I think so the next time he comes in, he's gonna get a Bernini Jesus up here. That'll be a solid session. And then I don't know if he's gonna get stuff around it, like above. And I'm just like kind of taking my time, just kind of shoo, shoo, shoo. I want to say I'm using like maybe the half black right here. And just making sure, the skin is stretched. Kind of like right here, for instance, like it looks like I'm sketching, that's because I am. Don't be afraid to sketch. That's what I do. Like sometimes I'll look at it, I'll kind of sketch a little bit, and then if I'm like, okay, that's gonna be solid, then I'll go back in and then line with it. See, like right there, you can see like I'm starting to get more into like a line weight, like a solider line weight. Also do that with like a big like shaded piece. If I'm like, okay, let me see how I can do like the tones in this. I'll go in like very light with like my like one drop. If I already have like the whole the whole thing stenciled, and I'll go in very light with a one drop. That's my last cap with a 3 liner, and just kind of like go like this, like back and forth, like where the shading would be, and I'll see like the structure a little bit, and then I'll let it calm down because it'll be really red. But once it's really red, don't keep going into it until you see a tone, because even when it's red, it will still have a tone in it. So just let it calm down and then go back to it. Usually towards the end of the session when something gets red, like, it's kind of is what it is. You're not gonna really see it calm down, but just trust that there is some ink in there. The reason it's red because it pierced the skin, so there's gonna be ink in there. So just chill, you know. And then still using a 5 liner. But yeah, after it gets, you know, calmed down and it chills out, then you can see, okay, I'll do this tone, I'll do this tone. Yeah, you guys can see how like I was doing the smoke now. We decided to just put like, I feel like the main detail, like the head, like right in his ditch. So like the more I was working on it, like the more it was getting. But I already know, you know, when it calms down, that it's gonna be like, there's gonna be shading in there and all that. And then we're just, this one, I want to say we were using the 13 mag, and then now we switch over to the 5. I might have not used the 7 mag, I mean the 7 liner for this. See, now right here, we're getting close to like the end of the session. So I was like, all right, let me just start outlining this part. And then the next day, I'll just shade in there a little bit. So like usually with hair and stuff, I try to figure out where the flow is going, and then I'll keep shading that way. Like, so let's say like the hair is like this, I'll shade going this way. Like I won't shade like this, because that will just help it give it that structure. Or at least for statues. I tattoo a lot of like statue pieces, so. We bought some Pokemon cards today.
I've been the biggest collector that you guys have never known.
But this is my first time I ever seen him with. But he is the biggest collector.
Biggest collector. Okay, wait. Don't want to spoil the
hollow.
The hollow.
One to the back.
Right? Throw that away, throw that away, throw that away, throw that away. Yep. Crushing gloves.
Why is that one upside down?
I don't know. That's weird. It looks like that one is too. What's going on here?
That's kind of tight. You got that here.
Fucking, you know what? We'll do it like this. We'll put them over here.
Another
what's going on?
No
Black Lotus of Death yet?
Still Black Lotus. You got another one on?
Mm-hmm.
Another Eevee? Another reverse.
Yeah, reverse.
You know, you win some, you lose some, but this is a big dub.
Yeah.
Dubs in the chat. All right, so now we're on day 2. So on day 2, like I said, you know, we had to finish the cherub, just get that out the way. I obviously wanted to do that first just because like it's day 2, you know, you want to finish what you previously started. And it is okay to kind of go back into to the tattoo. Like, you know, as long as I wasn't tattooing like towards the bottom, then it'd be cool. It wouldn't be too much kind of trauma to his skin, but you'll kind of know, like, you know, what would be a limit for that. But now we started tattooing the face and finished like the leg shading, and then you'll kind of see. So I'm using a 5 liner. I used a 5 liner for most of the face. I used a 5 liner, and then 7 mag just to shade off like the back, and making sure I stretch the skin, you know, letting it make it easier on me. And for this, I used a different machine. So for this part, just like the day 2, I ended up using a Bishop Magi. I don't know if you guys ever use that. I think it's called the Micro Angelo. So for day 2, I used a Micro Angelo. Shout out to Manny for letting me use it. You know, don't be afraid to go in and try different machines and all this and that. Like, I've used this for like a long time. So I was like, today I was like, I'm down to use it, you know? And then for that one, it has like the adjustable grips and all that. And then so we started tattooing the chest piece on day 2, and basically the chest piece is a king, and then but it also has a king crown on it. And it was very like high contrast, so we did like a lot of black on it. I used the 7 mag for most of it, and then towards the top I just used like the liner. And all the drop system is all the same. The only thing that changed was the actual machine. And this one was like right on the back right there. It's kind of, you can see, like, just really take my time. It's not a rush. I noticed that I tattoo a little bit like how I paint, like going back and forth like this. Like if that was a paintbrush, it would look the same exact way. And then still did the same on the bottom. I don't think we ended up shading too much above the king crown, just so we can, you know, continue to add onto it. It was a good placement for it too, right there. And if you guys haven't already, I'm opening up a tattoo shop. It's gonna be in Sacramento, California. The Instagram is at Elysian tattoo gallery. Go ahead and give it a follow. And then if you want to follow my Instagram is at tattoo_Angelo. So I think with this one we did the 3 liner for the crown. We did a 3 liner and just kind of, you know, did all the little details and all that. Getting towards the elbow. Do any of you guys have your elbow tattooed? I have my elbow tattooed. It hurt pretty bad. Like that part was like getting towards the elbow right there for him. And I'm using a 5 liner, still using the Cheyenne cartridge. Are you guys gonna get that new Bishop wand battery pack? I want to say the battery pack is like installed in it. I think you just gotta take it off and put it on. I want to say it is. We added some filigree. That's right. I don't know how I forgot about that. So now we're gonna tattoo the filigree. That looks so dope. bit. And then, so that's what we're gonna do. So up above, we're gonna end up adding like some more filigree, but we wanna get the statue right here that he's gonna get. He's gonna get the Bernini Jesus. So I'm gonna end up doing some filigree to flow to that. But for now, we just kind of did that one. And then I just kind of kept like the background a little more darker so it helps it pop out. Just making sure, you know, I always try to preach it and just make sure you stretch the skin because it does go a long way, like to making sure you stretch the skin. It just makes things so much more easier. And when I first started tattooing, it never registered to me, and like that was one of the toughest things. Like, why wouldn't the ink go in? Just because, you know, you gotta make sure you have a solid stretch. It does have a lot to do with like the machine. It could even go as far as like the battery pack. I mean the battery, whatever you're using, like the what is it called again? Dang, I haven't used one in so long. What is it called? What is it called where the voltage is all on? You can adjust it. Where the cord goes to. Not an amp.
Oh,
power. Or the power supply. Sometimes it could be what kind of power supply you have. I'm a fake tattoo artist. No, I'm just playing. I've used battery packs I've used the real battery pack for a long time. So, yeah, sometimes it could be like your connection from that to the actual wall or dude, I keep forgetting what it's called. The power supply to the machine, you know, so it could be a lot of things that can make your machine probably not work to its best ability. So for actually the whole piece, we ended up starting, you know, we're gonna start the white now. So what I thought would be cool, you know, just white outline the king crown just to help it pop out, just shade around it. And then did some of the white highlights in the king crown a little bit. And then we went over and just quickly, you know, put some white highlights on the other side. And I would say for 2 days, this was a pretty solid session for him. I know, like, you know, 2-day session for anyone is kind of painful, but Luis, you stuck it out like a G, bro, for real. And then we ended up doing a little like video for like Instagram, a little funny Instagram video. It ended up getting like 10,000 likes and then like 350 views or something. 300 views. But yeah, all right, you guys. Thank you guys for watching the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time. Peace, y'all. All right, we just finished the tattoo. It took about, what time is it? 8:30? 8:36. We probably started around maybe 12:30. 12:30. And so it was like, I took like maybe 5 or 6 breaks, maybe 7. But yeah, we're all done now. How was it, bro?
Brutal.
Yeah?
Brutal, yeah.
I know I'm all still rubbing it.
Yeah, right.
1 to 10, bro. How was it?
I want to say like an 8.
Like an 8?
Yeah, like an 8. It was brutal, but it wasn't too terrible where I had to just tap out.
All right. So, what about in the ditch?
Oh, in the ditch, it was like an 8 as well.
An 8.
Yeah.
And then this part,
That
like,
one
towards the bottom.
probably like a 7. Not like an 8 as well. An 8 all around.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, you're a beast then. Cause mine was like a 10 all day until he got right here, and then it was like a 12. All right, thank you, Luis, for coming through, bro. I appreciate it. And then go ahead and turn up tonight. All right, y'all. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna finish this up, but thank you guys for watching.